So there are some aisles that you should go down, but I always say, unless you really, really have to have that sugary cereal every morning, avoid that. Or those TV dinners. It's so easy to just go to one of those aisles and get a TV dinner and say, this is going to be dinner for me tonight. Why not put that meal together? And it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. So for me, clean eating is just that: eat more vegetables, a little bit less red meat. Chicken and pork are fine, so just as much as you are normally consuming. And eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner regularly. There are, other things that I do want to talk about as we go through. So that's I would say my number one thing for clean eating is shop the vegetable area, the produce area. If you don't know a vegetable, I always say try it. With Google, you can find, all kinds of recipes. And then if you find a recipe that you love, great, you've got a new vegetable in your repertoire that you can use. Or if you don't like it, you can say, hey, I don't really like this kohlrabi.
Interesting.
Yeah. So try different things, because we're so just, used to eating broccoli, green beans, asparagus, and maybe zucchini. There's so many other vegetables that are there that we have to try for us to be able to, have our palates opened. Same thing with fruits. I know that here at Atlanta, we're lucky. There's international markets that have all kinds of fruits from around the world. Try different fruits, just beyond apples and bananas.
Yeah.
So that's, I would say, my number one tip on clean eating.
I love that idea too of, I guess I've never really heard someone say it like that. Just try new vegetables.
Yeah.
Expand your palate by expanding the vegetables in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? That's all it takes. And my biggest thing is, you will learn so much about yourself and the vegetable after this, trial run. And if you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to try it again. I mean, we say this to kids, so why not say it to ourselves as adults? Try it once. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it again. But at least then you'll have known, I don't like this or I love this.
Yeah. So I just noticed you've got a list here.
Yes.
Are there 5 things on that list?
Well, yeah. They sort of weave in and out. So
Isaac's laughing. He's like, Brandon likes lists.
Yeah.
He likes lists. Okay, so we did the first one, which was kind of go around the perimeter.
Yes.
And really focus on the vegetables.
Right.
And try new vegetables.
Yes.
And then limit our red meat consumption. That was another one.
Yes.
So just so I'm clear on that, is it what does that look like? Is it like red meat once a week, red meat once a month? What's a good kind of rule to kind of keep in our mind?
Red meat once a week.
Once a week.
That's the extent of it. I know that sometimes our diets tend to have 3 or 4 nights where we have burgers or,
So build a better burger should be once a week.
Once a week, absolutely.
I get that burger once a week.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Yes.
I can do
because
that.
You will get other forms of protein. And I think that's the thing. If we allow ourselves to have the other meats that are good for you, you won't miss the beef or lamb, for those of us that have lamb too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
awesome.
Yeah. The second thing that I want to say is drink more water. I think that's very much part of clean eating. We're not drinking.
I'm going to take a drink of water right now.
Do it. We sort of gravitate towards the sodas and, sugary drinks that we probably don't need. We really, I think, that we'll have to concentrate on having more water in our bodies. And it's not just because we have to stay hydrated. It also helps fill us up. Water sort of tells us, okay, this is my limit. This is how much you should be eating. So usually if I have my normal 60 to 70 ounces of water a day, I'm eating much better than if I'm drinking like 20 ounces of water. So that's my big thing. Drink more water and less soda. Soda, I'm very against soda. I don't know if you're going to be upset for
I'm not upset by this.
But I say if you can make soda like once a month or even less, then you're good. So
yeah, I think that's great. I think and a lot of countries, I had a group of German students that I was working with at Emory several years ago, and I remember the faculty director of that program. She came up to me and she said, there's so much soda consumption in the United States. We really don't drink that much soda. It's treated more like a dessert.
Yeah.
At least in my town in Germany, than it is like a regular staple.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a good way to think about it. Think about more like a special treat or dessert.
Right. Exactly. And it should be, because it's very sugary, and so I think it should be a treat. And I like the bubbly, fizzy aspect of it. And so once in a while I'll have it, but I never have it in the house, which helps. If you don't have it in the house, then you can't have it. You're not going to go to the grocery store or the 7-Eleven to get just your soda.
Yeah.
So don't keep it in the house.
Okay. All right.